What did you study? Exercise physiology. It was a human sciences degree. But my first 2 years I studied animation, digital art. Thanks to Resub Midnight. Oh, there's a new Happy Wheels world record set yesterday. Oh. The perfect Celeste run. Okay, I can check that out. Did you suck ass at digital art? Oh, dreadfully. Yeah, no, it was terrible. I've shown some of my art in multiple videos. My art was some of the worst imaginable. I thought the major was going to teach you how to be a digital artist and teach you animation, but it assumed you were already good at both. It was a terrible fucking major. I was by far the least talented in the entire class. I wish I still had my 3D animations. Oh my god, that would be such amazing treasure. I made like a manatee. I made a talking head once. For 2 years. For 2 years, they didn't teach me how to do any of it. They just assumed I knew, and they tried to build upon it. So while everyone else was pretty good, but I was like the only one who was under this idea that they were going to teach me it. So I just had no talent for it, clearly, because I'd never learned. I thought that was the whole fucking point of the major. But I'm guessing all the other students went to like trade schools where they learned it throughout high school or something. I didn't. And what's the point? I don't know. I think it was like to hone their abilities to like make them better. But they all like everyone had already been good at it because they went into the major already being experienced. It was fucked up, man. It was so fucked up. So yeah, I had to drop that and then do exercise physiology. He's a tier one Rick in the resub, bruh and Willow. You might be too hard on yourself. I'm absolutely not. You know what? Actually, I have a really good example of what my prowess looked like back then. We used Maya. I think I pulled this up on stream before. We used a program called Maya.
What's up?
And this was me putting my talent into action here. So this was me trying to show what shit coming out of ass cheeks would look like for this video. And this is legitimately like what my art projects looked like too. Again, I thought going to the digital arts major would teach me how to make good animation and good art, but it didn't. It assumed I was already good at both, and it assumed I already knew how to use Maya, which I didn't. So this is me reversing the shit up into the butt. But so I went in there, and this was like the level of work I was submitting for the courses. Meanwhile, my peers, whom were already experienced in the field, were submitting like little Pixar shorts. It was so embarrassing. Like they should have had some kind of disclaimer saying like, "Hey, if you're going to choose this major, please make sure you already have the basics down." Did you pass? Well, yeah, they weren't going to fail me out of art courses. They give you like good marks just for submitting the work, and I always submitted the work, but there was a clear discrepancy between my level of quality and everyone else's. Did you help with Berserk 2016? Yeah. Well, you wouldn't find this quality in Berserk. This is way too big for their budget. That 2016 series was fucking trash. You're so bad, it's good. I like poop in reverse. Amen, brother. Amen. Thanks for your sub soy sauce. Thanks to the resub, sorry. Were you self-aware? Did you think it was actually good? Bro, no, of course I didn't think it was actually good. What the fuck, man? Like I said, I assumed they would teach me how to do it. So I came in there as a blank, empty canvas. Of course I knew it wasn't good. Bro, they tried to teach you how to do HTML5 animation or something for like web coding animation. And the best I could do is I made a small version of Link that looked indistinguishable from like a piece of grass with a blade. It was embarrassing. I couldn't do any of it. They didn't teach me how. I had to, and the only reason I even got somewhere close to submitting real work is because I used to go back into the dorm and just watch tutorials on YouTube, like the basics, teaching me art. Otherwise, I would have had nothing. Thanks to resub creeps. Nah, I definitely wouldn't do that, Tori. You should sell it as modern art. I really, really wish I still had all of my old digital artwork. Luckily, I still had all the physical ones. I showed those in a video, like my actual, like charcoal drawings and shit. The portrait of my dad. Luckily, I still had all that, but all the digital art is gone, which is such a shame. Oh, it's such a shame. Though there were some masterpieces in there. I made King Ramses once from Courage the Cowardly Dog. I made him once. I don't remember if I made him in Maya or Blender or what. I don't remember now, but the task was to make like a cartoon character using the techniques they taught us. So I chose King Ramses. Holy fuck, it came out looking like an absolute burnt spaghetti noodle. There's the resub Leos in Chicago. How'd the other major go? What, exercise physiology? Oh, that shit was so easy. That was extremely simple. That was not bad at all. It was just really boring, and it made me hate the field because it was so fucking boring. Thanks to the gift subprime. What'd you plan on doing after? With what? Which major? With digital art, I wanted to do like cartoon animation and shit. With exercise physiology, I thought, okay, cartoon animation clearly didn't work out, so I thought I'd do something I knew, which was like nutrition or training. But man, I ended up fucking hating that major. It was just so boring. Thanks to the 5 gift subs. Tweegy, thank you for that. And I don't remember shit from it. No one sang back DJ Khaled's song. Oh, I saw that on Twitter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Didn't even know exercise physiology was a major. Well, exercise physiology itself isn't the major. The major is human science. The concentration was exercise physiology. Thanks to the resub Grundle. So is college worth it then? I mean, it depends on what you want to do, man. For academia, probably. Like for certain fields, but I don't think it's required for everything. I think the main thing college was useful for is socialization. It's the first time you'll ever be on your own, and it teaches you how to be on your own. Budgeting, planning your meals, making connections with human beings, all in a social aspect. I think that is invaluable education. So, for academics, really depends on your field, like STEM probably. But for being like an actual functioning adult, I definitely think so. I think it was definitely worth it. So many people just assume Twitter interactions are actual real life social interactions, and they're not. There's just so many people that aren't actually ready to be in the real world effectively. And I think college teaches you that. I was one of those people. My freshman year, I was the creepiest guy on campus. I was the biggest fucking weirdo. I've told so many stories from those days because I was literally raised by like Reddit advice. And man, was I miserable. But then I lived on campus in my sophomore year and all of that changed. I learned a lot. Thanks to the resub Matt and the 10 gift subs Frederick. Hey man, hope you're having a good day. Thank you for that. And the Prime Dino Nuggets. You saying you had bad parents? What? My parents are the best in the world. Your parents can't teach you how to socialize properly, man. If you're getting all your social advice for your parents, you have no chance. Like, it doesn't matter how amazing your parents are, they cannot teach you to be good in a social situation. They just can't. They don't have the tools. That is something you need to learn as an individual. There's no, like, just set playbook.